I'm going to fix my garage ceiling. When I was putting some blown insulation in the attic, somebody stepped through the ceiling. So I'm going to fix that. But like maybe some of us others, where the tape's coming off, I had popcorn ceiling. I have some more tape that's coming off and the ceiling coming down. So what I'm going to do is first fix this. I'm going to patch that, and then eventually I'm going to take off the popcorn ceiling. And by the way, I had it tested. There's no asbestos. And get that done. So let's start scraping some of this off. I'm using this all-purpose USG joint compound with the green lid. I'm going to mix up some mud now. Coming straight out of the bucket. It's pretty thick. So we'll cut it down with some water. And unlike the pros, I'm not going to mix up a whole bucket of mud yet. A little at a time, that way I have an excuse to take another break. Not that I need an excuse. I'll just add some water. And start mixing. And because it's such a relatively small amount, I don't need a mixer. For my drill, I just use a scraper here. Kind of a big difference now than it was before. And here's the consistency. So I just mix up probably as much as I can use in a couple hawks. Load up the hawk and let's go at it. That's enough. And I'm using this platform. And I need to set down my hawk every once in a while. So I've got this old ladder here that probably wouldn't be safe to even get on the first step. But I'm glad I did. And I have another piece of wood there, and that way I can rest my hawk on that tray if I needed to. This hardest part here, we get around this garage door hit rail. Once I get past that, it'll be a little easier sailing. This, by the way, is the second coat And make sure I don't fall off the end of this platform. Well, I have all the joints taped, nail holes covered. I even skim coated part of the ceiling there. So now it's ready for texture. I'm using +3 joint compound to do the skim coating. And I'm going to try here to get this square box into this round tub. First time trying to dump this in there. By putting it in the bucket, I'm able to store it with a tight lid. A lot better than in this box. So here goes. First time for everything. Is he going to make it? Yes, 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 so far so good. Is he going to? Oh! Missed it by just that much. But that's all right. Not too bad. We'll get that bucket cleaned up. And then on to skip troweling. Well, I'm coming down to the last few square feet of the garage ceiling. All right, and I still have my sanity. And better yet, I got more on the ceiling than I did on me. So hey, it's a win-win. Done. Done with at least the first part. Scraping off the popcorn ceiling, retaping and mudding all the joints. The tape just came off of all the joints. And then doing a skip trowel texture on it. Get a real light skip trowel. That's kind of fully accepted out here in the Southwest. The skip trowel's easy compared to taping and mudding the joints. Plus, the skip trowel just hides all those little imperfections when I was taping. As much as I tried to get the tape smooth, all the joints smooth, there was still some there, and I wanted to minimize all my sanding as much as possible. So the skip trowel really will hide those imperfections. So some of the takeaways, I thought my little stepladder holder, if you will, for the trowel was great, or rather the hock, holding the hock. I went and first did the mud pan and the knife. That worked okay for me, but I couldn't get it as close to the ceiling as I wanted to for the skip trowel. So I went over to the hock and trowel
And that seemed to work a lot better for me. I used a bucket of the joint compound and just about the full box of the +3 joint compound. Just a little left over. So all in all, and by the way, my garage is it's 400 square feet, 20 by 20. So that's how much ceiling I had, to give you some idea of what material, what you'll need. So I guess I'll go on to the part 2, which I'll do some real light sanding on the ceiling, just to knock off some of the little rougher spots. And then on to priming, and then painting. And then I'll be caulking around the edge of the ceiling where it comes down and meets some of the wall. There's a spot in there that kind of needs it. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll put up the video for the priming and painting. That won't be long there. And I'll see you on my next project.